Hi, I'm Sunia Arash, your host, and in today's video, I'm here with Dr.Riffat Sadiq to talk about the harmful effects of fast food. Welcome, Dr.Riffat Sadiq.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Before we start, let's watch a short clip about it, then we will talk about it more.
Most of us love fast food for a variety of reasons. It's quick, convenient, and usually inexpensive. And fast food corporations spend millions on research to make sure you like the taste. There are health concerns you should take into serious consideration. Number one, of course, is weight gain, dangers to heart health. You have a higher risk for heart disease, increasing the possibility of developing type 2 diabetes.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you found the clip helpful. So now, Dr. Riffat Sadiq, what are the biggest medical concerns about fast food?
So biggest concern is, for me, is hygiene. So I don't know how, when I go to buy the food, I'm always on my mind is that I don't know whether they wash the hand or not. So that's my biggest concern, the cleanliness of the food, how they prepare the food. Sometimes I've seen that they are even wearing the gloves and they are still touching their head or touching their nose. So that's, for me, number one concern is cleanliness. So number two is like what type of ingredient they are using, whether they use the right oil or whether they use the right meat or vegetables, whether they were like outdated or and how much they use. So for me, that bothers me a lot. So I don't know, everyone is different, but for me, these two things are top of my mind when I buy food.
Very well. How does fast food cause weight gain?
Oh, that's actually is no-brainer, because if we, imagine any burger, when we go and buy, we don't count calories, but nowadays they are started putting the calories also. But oil, as I said earlier, if there is too much oil or not a right oil or too much carbohydrate, so we are eating and it's very tasty, so people eat a lot. People tend to eat more if they are eating out because it's easier, it's more tasty than my own cooking. So that's how we end up gaining weight.
Is it ever okay to eat fast food?
Once in a while is okay. I'm not just going to say that, it's impossible to eat out. I mean, I do eat out once in a while. But once in a while, like I ate burger other day after maybe 2.5 years. So it's not that, but I'm very conscious. I just don't like to eat fast food. But the thing is that sometimes the students and the people who are working or they are, alone at home, they don't feel like cooking if there is no company. So it's okay to eat out, but I would still suggest to people, all the audience who are listening, that it's good to cook also at home, because that way you can actually make plan for your body. You can see what is in it going, you can see how much I'm going to take in, what is I'm going to take in, because food is everything. That's our number one actually thing in our life, which is actually extremely important.
What do you think? Why people like to eat fast food?
Because it's easier, it's cheaper, and it's convenient. And it's actually, if I have to cook on my own, I have to go out, I have to spend my time, and I will bring all the groceries, then I need to cook. It's very, very time consuming and also maybe expensive, because I have to buy the right ingredient, I have to buy the proper oil, I have to buy the proper ingredient, and groceries are not that cheap. So it's very easy for anyone, go and drive through, get a burger for $10. It's easy, tasty. But I tell you one thing, when I was a student, we had the same problem. We didn't have time. We didn't have enough money. So what to do? I used to go to the farmer's market and I'll buy the ingredient from there, all vegetables and everything. And then I would just cook once a week. I'll just put 4 pots on the stove, and I'll cook rice and vegetable or meat dish, and I'll save that for the whole week. So it will save me money eventually, because that if eating out every day, 2 people will cost me more money than buying the groceries and cook one day, and that will last you for a whole week. So one has to plan also. We don't, these days, everybody's in hurry. We don't plan things ahead of time, and we don't plan for our body. Our body is very, very important. Food is number one thing which we should be paying attention to.
All right. And how does it affect our skin?
Yes, because if, especially in the area where my concern is about the hygiene, because if the food is not prepared in a hygienic way, sometimes I've seen people, they are actually touching their head or touching their nose, and with the same, even they are wearing gloves, but they will be preparing food. So cleanliness. So if food is not prepared in a clean way, we have a risk of getting hepatitis A. So hepatitis A affect our liver, and we will get a yellow skin. So people sometimes don't even know, but they are having some skin problems. Sometimes there is too much oil in that food which we are eating out. Sometimes the oil was not, that we call it aged oil. The oil also have the grades, pure oil, and then sometimes that oil is reused again and again and again. That oil is very bad for the skin. So you will see a lot of people get acne, a lot of people get excessive oily skin. That is because of these problems. And also the other systemic problem, and I call diabetes or high blood pressure, all these medical problems eventually affect your skin. I tell you, diabetes is so common, even in the kids these days, that it is so worrisome. Every second or third person is having diabetes, and the fast food has a lot to do with this. So if somebody is diabetic, it's going to affect the skin, because it's going to have your dark spots on your skin, because diabetes directly affect your skin. And then most importantly, liver diseases. If obesity is affecting the liver diseases, or our liver is damaged for one reason to another, and especially sometime if the cleanliness, if the food is not prepared in a clean way, we get hepatitis A. Especially I've seen a lot more in the developing countries, hepatitis A, which is cause a liver disease, and then that liver disease can affect your skin. So one thing is related to another. Cancer is also one of the major concern also, because in most of the restaurants are using microwaves. So microwave is also a not good thing to have. So there's a lot of things which we can be affected if we are eating a lot outside.
Thank you, Dr.RS, for information you provided was helpful.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like our video and don't forget to subscribe to Dr.RS channel.